everyone, this is xangiexdx gamertag subject 17 back again exclusively for GamersBeverage, and this time I'm bringing you a ranked alliance match. Now, some people tend to have trouble getting a ranked alliance match. I think a lot of the reason is probably because it takes a long time to actually get a match going. On this one, the easiest way that I've been able to get a ranked match is that I always invite one person. Although you have an option to invite 4 people, you can't actually launch a ranked match with more than one other person. So I just invite one person, and then I tell a couple of my friends that I'm going into ranked alliance and get them to come and join me. And it really doesn't take long to actually start the match then. I think we were waiting about 1 minute or so in the lobby for this match to start, so it was fairly easy once people know that that's what you're doing and they want to join in. So my friend and I have a strategy for this match. We're going for the baited strategy, or we were going to anyway, but it turns out our targets are quite close. The baited strategy is where you just sit and wait in a blended group, and you wait for your pursuers to come to you, and while they're coming to you, you'll also find that your targets are within sight as well because they're chasing your pursuers. So for those of you that don't really know Alliance, you always have 2 pursuers on you and you always have 2 targets. So you really need to kind of keep your wits about you as well, because you never know where one of them might be. I tried to go there for a naked stun, it didn't quite work. This game can be, or this mode, sorry, can be very fast paced. And also there's also quite often a lot of opportunity to score really high points in this mode. One of my friends a few days ago managed to score a 13,000 point session. I think he was kicking himself because he hadn't recorded it, or couldn't record it. So I've just managed to stun them. They've just killed my partner, so I'll just give them a stun. I was considering going back to get another stun on that pursuer, but I've decided against it because one of our targets are close by, so I'm going to go for those instead. But wherever there's a target, there's bound to be a pursuer, so you just need to be careful. And whoops, epic fail. I killed the wrong one.
One of them's coming.
So now here you can see that there are 2 of our targets there, so I'm going to get both of these. I'll poison one and then kill the other. And now I'm just going to go and hide because I have no defences at the moment. I'm completely stripped of my defences. And I don't exactly know where our pursuers are at the moment, but there is one that looks a bit suspicious there, so he must be one. So just going for a naked stun there, and I managed to get it. And so now my friend can take his turn to try and get a stun, but unfortunately it didn't work. So I managed to get him again, but then his partner's come along and just poisoned me. So I'm dead. Did you see the one of our targets then just fly down from the roof and kill the pursuer? Or our pursuer? Oh, if I hadn't been smoke bombed or poisoned, I probably would have been able to have got in there. I love this mode so much. I think it's because it can be really fast paced and you really do need to keep your wits about you. So I just think it makes a completely refreshing change from the likes of Wanted and Manhunt. Although those 2 are always, I always play those every week without fail. But this just makes a completely refreshing change. I love it. So I'm going to try and get a 3rd stun here, but because I haven't come up yet as his target, it's not going to give me the option to stun. But it gives him the option to kill now, because, well, smoke bomb wall off and, you know, I became his target. So that's the end of round 1. In round 2 of Alliance, you kind of swap roles. So the Knights are now going to become our targets, and the Harlequins are now going to become our pursuers. It's not very difficult to get confused in round 2. I had this happen to me a couple of days ago, when I was in another ranked Alliance match. In round 2, I was blended into a crowd because I had no defences, and there was one of the computer-generated people behind me, and it was the same persona as what would have been their pursuers in the first round. So they went and killed that. They went and killed that one behind me, which was so funny, because then that would have been their pursuer. But I managed to get a stun. That was really funny. So I poisoned one and gone to kill the other here, so that's very nice. We like that. But of course, here our target pursuers, are very close by. See, I get confused even talking about it. It's not hard. I think I've only managed to play perhaps about 10 player matches in the last few days, and I think this is my 5th or 6th ranked match. Because I haven't been playing it that long, it is kind of still new to me. So I'm just hoping that a couple of my videos that I've done on this mode could perhaps encourage more people to join in and play this mode, because it really is so much fun. It's such a change. It's also very important, I think, to have a private chat session going with your teammate. On this one, I couldn't actually speak to my teammate at the time because it was very, very late at night where I am, and people were in bed, so I couldn't talk, but at the same time I couldn't actually hear him. When I play this video back, I can hear him clear as day, but through my television he just sounded like gentle whispers. I could barely hear anything, unfortunately. If I'd have opened up a private chat, I probably would have heard him better. But as it is, we tend to work quite well as a team anyway, so we're quite lucky there. I've played with this friend of mine a few times in this mode. In fact, the first time I had a match with him, he did actually try to play it as if it was a wanted match, and it doesn't work like that. If you do try and play it as though it's wanted and go all out for yourself, then it's just not going to work. There's going to be one of you are going to get lots of kills and lots of stuns, and the other one is just going to get murdered all the time, and that can be frustrating. Now, I was going to carry on climbing there, but I just saw that my pursuer was climbing up the same pole, up the same column, sorry, and I have no defences, so I would have been killed straight away. That would have been no good to anybody. So this is another epic fail. I didn't see that my compass said up, so I just completely killed the wrong person. Oh, that's funny. But you can see that this game can get more chaotic than this, way more chaotic, and it's just such great fun. Now I'm going to go running at this guy in hope that he has no defensive, but that was a mistake on my part, really. But then it was pretty obvious that I was going to be his pursuer. So now that he's going to become a target again, I can get him once more. And then go for stuns, but I can't because I get killed. It's just so chaotic, it's so much fun. But I really hope you've enjoyed watching this anyway, and get the general idea of what Alliance is all about. And I really hope that it encourages you to give it a try. But yeah, it's so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I really am going to be playing this a lot more often. But anyway, just for now, this has been xangiexdx, gamertag subject 17, exclusively once more for Gamers Beverage. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you soon.